We are already. So before I stop this,
What?
have any of you guys ever been to a wedding before?
A wedding?
Yes.
Yes. I've like been a bridesmaid, and then I just went to a wedding.
Have you RSVP'd
Nice.
to a wedding?
No.
Yeah, you can't go.
Like I usually, if you send me an invitation, I'll go. Like that's my RSVP. Like I'm not gonna flake if you send me an invitation. You know.
Okay, you brought up the good point. So if you flake, right, would you be upset if that couple sent you an invoice, like the Chicago couple who sent?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd be upset.
Yeah.
Because you don't know my struggle. You don't know what I've been through. Like, you know.
Chicago couple sends invoice to guess who did not attend and RSVP'd to the wedding. $240 a pop.
Nah, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I mean, I won't get offended as long as they don't get offended when I write them back. Like, fuck out of here.
Wait, why
along with the invoice, they receive the couple's PayPal or Zelle. So, if y'all don't have,
but I mean, that's the price is reasonable. I don't think it's like OD.
Yeah,
$240. That's not that bad. It's not that bad.
The price is right.
But still, I'm not paying that shit. If I didn't go, I didn't go. Charge it to the game, dog. Who told you to have a big ass wedding and invite me? You know I'll be flaking.
I think you should be polite and tell the person you're not gonna go.
Yeah.
Because anybody else could replace you
before.
Yeah, but if anybody invites me to a wedding, they know there's a good chance I may flake. So that's on you.
He's like 50-50.
What?
No, not for him, Natasha.
You're not coming to my wedding.
Nah.
Don't invite me. Nah.
You can't flake, Craze.
No, I flaked on Rick's wedding. Nah.
They sent
yo, sign him out right now. Sign him out.
They send the invoices via email and certified mail, so you can't pretend like.
Damn.
They're doing a fucking lot. That's what they're doing.
That's crazy.
Anyways, let's start the show.
Let's go.
Yeah, marvelous. Okay. Yeah. I'm on my Frank Lucas shit. 3-piece suits, Valentino cufflinks, LV shoes. I bring the shorty closer, just enough to feel the gun on the holster. Out on the balcony, feeling on the breeze. City skylines, we're puffing on some trees. Cup of Henny on the rocks with the soda. Maybach, front of the building with the chauffeur. Yeah. And he waiting on me, got umbrella in his hands and my name in the seats. No gift, baby, no thanks. No chinchillas, baby, so what happened to Frank? No phone calls, transactions hand in hand. Give the drugs to Rick, the money to Benny Banks. Talk to Craze and he talks to me. Keep my business out the streets, it's the ART.
That was fire.
Oh,
hey, what's up?
And it's
that song never gets old.
It doesn't.
Yo, that's a theme song.
Art, thank you for always starting our show the right way.
Facts.
We miss you and we love you. Damn, there's 7 comments already. Gee,
Let's go.
I guess exactly. Tell me if you're not going, Craze. She needs to know now.
Right.
If you are, you expect it to be there. Better be a death happening.
She let you know right now.
Gigi, when is your wedding even? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You getting married?
Gigi, if you're getting married and I don't get a wedding invitation,
yeah, if Gigi invites me, I'm going. I'll go.
You getting dropped off the roster.
I'll go.
My favorite show is on. Benny
Let's
Banks.
go.
Oh my God, he's always going at For the Love of Jayla.
Shout
It's
out to
all
Benny
right. Shout out to Benny Banks. Welcome to the Rick Gay Show, everybody. I'm your host, Ricardo H.
In Spanish? Yo, let's do the whole show in Spanish.
I'm with my Spanglish licks.
Nah, Natasha and Stephany pulled my card on their podcast. I'm gonna have to speak in Spanish.
Because you're trying to win that award. We saw it.
He said, huh? Did they see?
Just pretend like we froze, Craze. My co-host Craze Boogie is here. Eli Jas is somewhere down below.
Hi.
And joining us today is Stephany and Natasha.
Yay! Welcome.
Del famoso podcast Talk Your Shit podcast.
That's a really good podcast. Much better.
By the way,
than this
I'm so sad that I missed it because I had to work.
Yeah. Give your coins, queen. But yeah, you were definitely missed.
The ladies
I
look
wanted to meet y'all.
all so gorgeous. Thank you, Gigi.
Thank you.
We do look gorgeous. I put on makeup today.
Thanks, BG.
Thank you. So we did your. When was it? 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. It was so great. We had to like break the episode up in like 2.
Yeah.
So, you know, we talked that shit there.
That was a good episode, man.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun.
What's the podcast about? I'll tell you in a second, Gigi.
It's talking shit. It's called Talking Shit.
It's called Talking Shit Podcast. But I think they got a nice little outline, you know.
Hell yeah. Nah,
they interview different guests, you know. They interviewed us. I don't know why.
What do you mean?
Because we're a fan.
Then they had a couple questions that threw me and Craze for a loop, right?
So funny. I couldn't stop rewatching it. It was hilarious. You're a character, Craze. What?
Everybody love that part.
I haven't seen the streams yet, but I know that when you guys put it on TikTok, it went crazy.
Yeah.
It's still going crazy to this day.
Yeah.
Still
Shout out to y'all.
The views on the episode were nuts.
Yeah.
Like, I had to text y'all is this for real?
Did Craze go viral? Hell yeah.
No, I thought it was cool. I had a great time. Thank you for forcing me to drink tequila.
Tequila's important.
It's a lot.
Rick was fucking lit that day too.
I think in the clip that we put up, you could see me think like I went into deep thought.
Rick is like,
talking about that. Like, yo, seriously? You're asking me about an unborn child right now?
Rick took it like an accusation. Rick was like, wait, what? What? No, I don't have any kids out there.
90% of the people that I asked that question, by the way, after the interview, their answer was no. So me and Craze were speaking for the majority.
Facts.
But how'd you guys get into podcasting before we dive into all that good stuff? And what is your podcast about? And of course, Gigi wants to know.
So Stephany just, we were in the living room one time, in her living room, and we just realized that we talk a lot of shit. Like we could go hours talking shit, and it could be about like the most important shit or like shit that don't even matter.
Yeah, could be important to us, might not matter to other people, and I'm like, it's still like a valuable thing to share outside because I'm sure we're not the only ones feeling like that. But we don't hear some of these accounts that we speak about. So it's like, why not? Like, I was camera shy. So I'm like, I don't want to do like a TV show or none of that. Natasha did like journalism in college. So she's into all that stuff. But I was like, yo, let's take it slow. Like, let's just do a podcast. I listen to a lot of them. You learn a lot from them. It's like radio, but like you kind of hear it on your own time. And then that's how we started. Like one July 3rd. 2 years ago, we were just like set everything up and sent it out to our friends.
And as much as we act and talk alike, we have like different perspective on things, and we're like, we want to find out who agrees with her and who agrees with me on some topics,
and how that's okay, and we can still be best friends or acquaintances, and even though we have difference of opinion.
I love how Stephany always has like a fact that she throws in. You guys will be having a conversation. But she always got like a little
fact or her opinion, though.
Like a little bit of both.
What we discovered was that Stephany and Natasha are basically the women version of Craze, Boogie, and Ricky.
That's true. Right? Actually, that's true.
Right?
I think that's accurate. Yeah, I think that's accurate.
So is it her opinion? Because Craze is the same way. He'll give me a fact.
No, she actually Google these things. She'll like look it up.
No, so I like learning, especially if I'm curious about something. And then like when I found out, I'm like, I'm sure nobody knows about this. I gotta share it. Like even though people don't care, I'm like, at least you learn something here. Like you might not want to come and talk your but you could learn something too. So
yeah, and it's also coming from your perspective, which we want to hear.
Yeah, give us something. By the way, this is Eli Jas. You didn't get to meet her.
Yeah, I'm so sad.
It was supposed to be like a Rick A show thing with you guys. I mean, Rebel's on the show. I keep.
Yeah, shout out to Rebel. We're still waiting on the shirt that she wanted to have out, like what is it, sex, sleep, and something there. We're gonna cop. We're waiting for that to drop. We're gonna cop.
We gotta pull her card on that. Rebel is part of the show, so you didn't get to meet Ellie. Ellie's here finally.
Hey, Ellie.
Hey.
So give us
Finally
an
started the
interesting
show.
fact that you've learned recently that you would like to share.
An interesting fact. Did you know Starbucks works as a bank?
What?
What? No.
Yeah, I didn't know that. A lot of people like go to Starbucks, have Starbucks all the time, and they don't know that works like a bank. So, and a lot of banks are like mad about it because they get to bypass a lot of like bank laws because they're not technically a bank. But it's like you put money in your account, your card, and you can only redeem it in coffee. Like they don't give you your money back. But while your money is in that account like they use your money, everyone's money to do like, venture capitalist stuff while you have it, and give you rewards like, oh, if you get this amount of stars, you get like a free pastry, a free juice or whatever, hot tea. So it's technically working as a bank. You give them money, you get things in return, you just don't get money back in return, but they use that money that you have in your account for their gain. And I was like, oh, I didn't know this.
Okay, so
like a scam. That
Starbucks is
I'm gonna
not.
send you the fact. It's true, but technically it's not a scam because you still get, what you paid for, which is coffee or tea or whatever.
So what you're saying is correct, but Starbucks is not a legal bank.
That's why banks are mad because they get to bypass a lot of laws that banks can't bypass because they're not technically a bank.
The company has reported a $1.56 billion stored value.
What?
Wow.
See?
Well, thank you for fucking ruining my day. I'm never having Starbucks again. Thank you.
Just go to Dunkin' like I do.
Fun fact.
Right. Like,
now that I learned that Starbucks is a money laundering scheme, thanks. I'm never gonna have that shit. Now, I don't have Starbucks anyway. Rick knows that.
I do.
I make my coffee at home. I only drink Don Carvajal coffee.
I don't drink coffee, but I got into it with like matcha and stuff. Yeah, because I was definitely water. I got through college.
What made you look up? Did you walk by a Starbucks and they get your order fucked up, and you were like, you know what? Let me just. What made you?
No, we always go because my mother likes coffee, but she got matcha for some reason.
Matcha's good.
Oh my god, like you're trying something green, but they gave her two. They gave her two, and like they were gonna throw one away. And I'm like, oh my god, this would never go down in my house. Like, no hay desperdicio in my crib. So I was like, yo, I get it. Like I will keep it. I will drink it. I'm gonna see what this is about. It's not coffee, so I'm down. And when I tried it, it didn't taste the greatest. But there's levels to this. Like you gotta have vanilla syrup, or if you make it at home, you could do agave. And I'm like, I'm in. And that's how I got into it by mistake. So they got Natasha's order wrong.
So you ruined Starbucks for us and our listeners. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Starbucks, don't listen to them, okay? We support, the hustle. If banks could do it, why not? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So.
Stephany from Talk Your Shit podcast said, Starbucks. Right here live on the Rick K Show.
Matter of fact,
we all heard it.
So yes, you see, I got lost with my question.
Are you okay?
Ellie, what's your question about their podcast?
So what I want to ask is more so about women empowerment. Like, I know for a fact that y'all are, together, and I know that y'all are bringing more of like, femininity and basically like, bringing our collective together. Has it ever been hard to do that? Like, have you ever dealt with, let's say envy, like things like that? Or has it always been like smooth sailing so far?
Hold it down, Natasha.
Honestly, we've actually gotten more support from men than women,
right?
Which is very like of course we've had support from women. Yeah, no, that doesn't mean there's hate, but the guys are fast. They're like, okay, I'm gonna help you out. Well, they'll repost, they'll subscribe, they'll do whatever they can. They'll be on the show. And I do think sometimes it does get tough to get like support from women. It's not as easy. I don't know if it's because of hate, jealousy, or whatever. I've never gotten that vibe with the women that have been on the show, but I'm sure,
Why is that? And we don't get most of our audience is actually It's actually females.
Yeah, I think we got.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah, we do.
So, like, I find that odd. That's one thing, and two, like, whoever watches and listens in France, can you please email me?
Yo,
Like, who are you?
yo,
Because
je m'appelle Craze.
What is it? How do you say something? Parlez-vous? Je m'appelle Craze.
Parlez-vous français?
Comment
Je m'appelle
allez-vous?
Craze.
Je m'appelle Craze. No, I'm
My
Je
name.
m'appelle
My
Rick.
name. Yo, your name is Rick.
Craze.
We.
Je m'appelle Rick.
Yes.
Please email us.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you
want
for
to know.
subscribing and listening and all that.
We gotta-
I need to know.
I think that makes sense. Like, we are, two women co-hosts, which is probably why men gravitate toward, like, it's
100%.
women, let me go watch. You guys are, yes, 3, but there's 2 males, 1 female, which is probably why women are like, oh, like, let me see, let's get
Women outnumber the men in the, it's in Uptown Live. It's Jayla, it's Gigi, it's Ellie, it's Rebel. And it's just me and Craze and
sometimes.
Sometimes he's in Phoenix right now. We thought he was gonna be in the Bronx. Thank
Then
God for
we wanted to
Mozo.
have him on.
Thank God for Mozo. Thank God for Mozo. Otherwise,
He's even very supportive with that.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, and he's very intellectual. I like that you guys have what is it? Watch him out Wednesdays. I'm down.
Yeah,
Whoa.
premieres tomorrow.
Fire.
Maybe
Can't
there
wait.
could be a Stephany and Natasha episode. I don't know. Maybe.
Ooh.
So do you feel that
behave, Natasha?
Do you feel that it's men hating on us and women hating on y'all, or is it?
No, we didn't that. We
come
didn't
on.
that.
Yeah,
I think it's more accountability. I feel like
That's true.
we probably like feel more comfortable supporting guys for some reason. Because
Shout out to Macho.
they probably feel like if they help a woman or like support a woman, it probably looks like, I don't know, like they're fanning over them or like the groupie or something. I don't know.
It could be a lot of different things, to be honest.
Yeah, there's literally women think about these things.
Yeah, really deep.
Yeah, it's not that serious.
It's not. It's really not.
I'm actually.
I just like stuff
that we have so many like males supporting, because like most men, not all right, not my guys over here, but most men, they don't really like sharing their opinion, or they don't really know how to feel about certain things, so they just stay shut. So the fact that a lot of men want to come on the pod and like they're like, yo, you talked about this segment, I want you to have me, and I want you to ask me this because I want to speak my truth on it, and we're like, yo, like, come do it.
And we've had women say that as well. Like, we've had women say that, but it's been mostly men than women.
Gotcha.
Yo, besides our episode, which one was your favorite?
Women, stop hating on Talk Your Shit.
We did love your episode, so that's definitely number 1.
No, it's not. Come on, give us your actual.
It is.
Give us your actual
I'll take
favorite.
that. I'll take that.
My favorite. Nah, but he said besides his.
Yeah,
besides ours.
that's why I agree. Yeah,
exactly. My favorite one was probably I think it was when we were talking about like naked exercise. We didn't even have a guest there. We were just like talking. It wasn't even our most viewed one, but it was called Talk Your Naked Exercise. And we were talking about how people like to work out, looking at their bodies, how it's healthier that way. In like Europe, it's also a really common thing to have like nude beaches and stuff. And those people are super in tune with how they look. If they have, certain like physical ailments, then they go get checked because they're looking at their bodies more and feeling themselves, not in that way. Like, maybe in that way, but mostly it's
maybe
like,
in that way. Yeah, maybe in that way too.
Yeah. So, I like that one.
I think for me it was Six. Carlos.
Oh, Carlos. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, because it was very like he didn't mind speaking his mind and speaking his truth and like what he goes through in his marriage. Like he's very open about that.
Yo.
I definitely learned a lot of things on that episode.
And to do that with strangers, like we met him that day, right then and there. So.
Yo, shout out to Feegs, Carlos.
It was hilarious. It was such a fun episode.
Super dope artist. Wild motherfucker from Uptown. Love that dude.
Yeah.
We love you, Feegs. Now, I feel like we need to squash those questions that we had on your show, because I still feel like there's like a train behind it. We have one more comment. What will Benny Bangs be on your So Benny wants to know when he's gonna be on.
When he's gonna be on there? That's a good question.
I don't know, man.
He's a loyal supporter. Y'all wildin'.
Who my brother he's the co-creator of this podcast.
Exactly. He should have been the first one. We can't talk because Gabriel, Natasha's brother, hasn't been on ours, but that's coming soon, okay? But
let's talk about the baby thing. So the scenario that
I thought we put that to rest.
I'm both.
So did I, but here we are.
Ellie is here.
Okay.
If you read the comments on TikTok, to this day they're still going like at it, like it's intense. They love your reaction, definitely, Craze.
Thank you.
But they didn't like the question. They didn't like us.
I mean, it was that was my natural reaction. I was genuinely baffled by that.
He was concerned.
As was everyone else.
The word "no" just crossed my head completely.
Yeah,
as it should.
Why is this even a question?
That's what I'm saying. I thought we were done with that, Rick.
No, but there has been people speaking up like, yo, that's not fair, blase, blase, blase. You know, Stephany did a good job. She was trying to be like, well, what if she's in love with you? What if
she was trying to give you the
she changed the scenario like 7 different times.
That's what, bro, come on.
So
you're moving the goalpost, bro.
That takes skill. That was
trying to get yes.
So
you definitely was good at debating in high school.
And then Craze said, yo, just read back the statement to me, please. And when Natasha read it, me and him both said no.
No. It's still no.
There are some people that feel like it's not a no, it's a yes.
Well, there are some places that by law you have to, whether you like it or not. Mm-hmm. You have to
if it's not your child.
Yeah, if you're married to the person, yes.
Oh, that's how they get you.
She brought it up.
That's how they get you.
Because of that segment, I recently have learned that, let's say, if me and Ellie were married and Ellie had a whatever relationship with some guy and she ends up being pregnant and then she gives birth while me and her are married, legally, I have to take care of the child.
Legally. Yeah.
Nope.
I learned that on TikTok.
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right.
By law.
We're gonna research that. I'm gonna talk about it.
On the certificate, the birth certificate.
And
if your name is on the birth certificate, you're saying that you're the father. But if your name is not on the birth certificate,
my guy, even if, you just got to be married to the person. It don't got nothing to do with birth certificate.
That's messed up.
I don't think that's true.
There's some marriage laws I didn't know about, but now
yeah, I knew.
It was brought to my attention.
I bet the pod taught you something.
I didn't know this. It's crazy.
I didn't know.
That's wild.
Also, did you guys know that there's like a tribe?
Fun fact.
Yeah, fun fact. This is a fact. All right, it's not my opinion.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna Google it right now. Go ahead.
Okay, it's on the article is like from the independent.uk, something like that. But basically, people in South America, there are tribes who like a woman is married to a man, and they have intercourse, of course, as a married couple. Then the woman can have intercourse with other men in their tribe, and like the kid, when she has a kid, the primary father is the husband, because that's her husband. Okay. But the secondary fathers is like all the men she got down with in the village, and like everyone takes care of everyone's kids like that, because you just don't like the paternity test. So
but nobody also. I'm pretty sure those tribes also don't got child support.
Hey, Luz. Sorry,
they probably don't have child support, but they like
give an. What tribe is this?
If we all
a lot of different ones in South America.
No.
Oh shit.
If we are all responsible for the kids,
I'll send you the article, Rick. All right, because I'm speaking facts. All right.
That's facts. What I'm saying is, in those tribes, usually everybody
mentioned a woman having like an orgy.
No,
it's not an orgy. It's like the woman and other men.
Women choose
time, but around the same time, and she just ends up being pregnant. She doesn't even know whose kid it is. Really? So we'll take care of the kid.
It's everybody's child.
It's everybody's kid, though. It's not not yours specifically.
You know when they say it takes a village, like
literally.
Facts. I think that's cool.
That's interesting. It's definitely different from what we go through.
It's on the independent. I'm gonna send the link because he's playing with me.
Yo, we need that link. We gotta put it up.
For real.
Wow.
Thanks. I'm joining that tribe.
So, The other question was, would you marry someone who was it acts like you or something like that?
I was actually gonna ask about that question because I wasn't really sure what question you was. Is this somebody that acts like you? In what way?
No, the word was
marry someone that acts the way you do.
Similar.
Acts the way you do.
Yes. So if you're toxic, would you marry someone that's toxic as well? Or like if you're someone that's like always saying yes or pushover or there's different.
So Natasha, your answer was no, right? You wouldn't marry yourself?
No.
Stephany, would you marry yourself? This is great because we're asking you your questions now.
I think it'd just be toxic environment.
I wouldn't marry myself. I still stick beside that. Mostly because I like learning from other people. Like if I marry my same person, I'm not really learning. Like I already know what's up. I already know what's coming next. I know the mind games. I know the play. Like,
so got it. You be playing mind games and you be playing with people.
I dabble. I'm not gonna say no when it's really.
Breaking news on the Rick A show.
Damn.
She's out here playing games. Eli Jas, would you marry yourself or date yourself? The word was date. I think it was date. Marriage is a little.
Marriage is a bit much, right? Because I don't even know if those are in my cards. That's messed up. I mean, I kind of agree with the fact that, I want to date somebody that is different from me. I want to learn and I want to evolve with somebody. And I think if I were to be with somebody just like me, I'd be like, yo, get the hell out of my face. Like, I'll be like, yo, I'm tired. Go away. Like,
That should be boring.
So me and Craze are both annoying as shit. So I'd probably kill myself.
Cannot.
This is Ellie, we're annoying, so that couldn't be.
I mean, I know Rick's annoying as fuck.
Craze, would you marry a person that's like me?
Like you? Hell no. We'll fight all the time, bro. Honestly.
Natasha, would you marry a Stephany?
Someone that's like Stephany? Because I'm like, I wouldn't marry Stephany.
Facts.
Oh.
No, same. I wouldn't marry Natasha either.
Yeah, I
meant like the female version of me would carry
acts like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Because we are very alike. Like
that's
we act alike, we talk alike.
Sometimes we don't know who said what. Like when the podcast was audio, I'm like, did I say that or did you say that? Because even our voices would sound similar.
Yo.
So I don't know, but we're also very fun.
You're gonna have a good time, okay? So
Stephany plays games, and Natasha, what is your
games?
I'm actually toxic too.
Wait, I'm not toxic, Natasha. What do you mean toxic? I just like that's toxic. That is not toxic.
Why can't you be a straightforward person?
Because games are fun.
So that's toxic.
What do you mean?
Es un toxic.
Yeah, so
wow.
Yo, Rick is on his Spanish shit today.
Wow.
He's gonna win that. What is it?
Okay, Benny Banks. Okay. All right.
Hey, it's nothing wrong with that. He said he would date someone like you or me.
Thank you.
I was going to say the same thing, Benny.
That's our friend Loki from like middle school. Hey, Loki.
We love her.
Shout out to her. Thank you for watching. Yeah, that was great. That was.
So are we done with those questions now, Rick?
No.
Oh, you over it.
No.
You got some questions, Craze?
I mean, I sure we answered them. I don't know what Rick's doing right now.
No, I was just going over those two questions. I thought those two questions were great. I thought it was cool.
Thank you. That was a fun episode.
It was good. I had fun on the episode. Now these questions right now.
It's so fun.
On our own show, you don't have fun, but
I do.
No, we gotta have y'all back. We gotta have y'all with Eli Jas though. And Rebel.
I would love that.
Yo.
So Rebel can't come. All right, I'll let.
No, I said Rebel can come back. Wow, Rebel, are you hearing this, Rebel? It be your own people over there.
Okay, so it is time for culture versus culture news.
Oh, we're doing that today? Oh shit!
So,
all right.
I don't know if you guys might be a little young, but Star and Buck Wild, they used to be the host of the Hot 97 morning radio show. Stephany, Natasha, do you know who Star and Buck Wild are?
Yeah, no, we're too young.
Yeah.
Okay. So Star has an independent podcast, and
so y'all know who Ebro in the morning is?
Yes.
Ebro? All right. So this is the guys that made that spot.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Poppin'. Star and Buck Wild were like really famous. They got canceled. They were one of the first people that get canceled, in my opinion. Like on some like mainstream shit like that.
But they got really
forever canceled,
like really like they got moved out the fucking paint over that Aaliyah thing. But that's another story. Rick, go ahead. Tell me.
Look that up while I finish the intro to this. So Star and Buck Wild. Star has his own independent show called The Star Report. He released a police report stating that Fat Joe
alleged.
Okay, we'll use the word alleged. The police report looks real. We don't know if it's real. Stating that Fat Joe was an
informant.
An informant is the word. Yes, an informant on a murder case. So another word for informant is snitch in the streets.
We're familiar with that word.
So snitch.
Informant. That's the word informant. That's what the fuck that thing says.
Are you familiar with Fat Joe?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So when Star leaked it, people automatically assumed it was Cuban Link who leaked the paperwork. When it wasn't, it was Star from Star and Buck Wild. Ooh. Now, Fat Joe's response was to go on IG Live for an hour and 10 minutes and talk about his street cred and why he shouldn't be. So, when the paperwork came out, had Joe not said nothing, I would have just said like, "This shit is fake." But if you go to Fat Joe's Instagram, I love Joe.
Tell me what your opinion is first. I want to.
He's up there talking
beating
about
around the bush right now. Tell me what it is that
he's
actually.
Hold on.
He's telling us the story.
He's up there talking about. Oh my God.
He's setting up. He's setting up. What Rick is doing right now is setting up a perspective.
Common sense. Common, who used to be Common Sense when he was in LA, he almost got killed by some Bloods. But he said in the interview that I saved his life. Blase. When Tupac was in jail, I sent people to jail to protect him. Blah 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 blah. I paid for 100 people's funerals in the Bronx. Yada yada yada.
I don't know about that.
Know my street. You know I'm. So he's basically showing you his
receipts. He came with his receipts.
His street cred card.
Okay.
Right? Because it was being questioned.
Yes.
Okay. Liza.
But by the way, none of that shit would mean anything because you can still do all of that shit and still tell on somebody. I has nothing to do with nothing.
It just.
But go ahead. What's your opinion, Rick? I want to know what your
response is. This: if I'm being accused of something, right, and it's coming from a source that has no value, right, no power, why would I address it? And he did.
So, I mean, I would address it, but not like.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. Yeah. So where there's smoke, there's fire sometimes, and that's all I wanted to say on that piece.
But sometimes that's how it starts. It starts with one little rumor. I don't think he's been on live for 1 hour and 10 minutes, but a good, 2 minute, like, yo, people talking shit.
Or not even that. Like, just tell the people you're close to. Like, if the people you close to.
It was 52 minutes and 42 seconds.
But if you know social media, like, it starts with something small and then it turns
out and blows up. It's like a snowball.
Sometimes it's better to shut it off from the beginning.
But that takes 2 minutes, right?
Yeah,
an hour is too much. I feel like, yo, what else you gotta say?
Now you sound suspicious.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Our episode with you guys came on the day of his birthday. Like 2 weeks ago was his birthday. And that episode, we talked about him, like with Diddy and then Fat Joe, what they were doing. And it was his birthday.
It brings the next comment. It brings the next comment to full circle. So the way he treated Pun's family, he's been largely criticized for that. Pun's family has the royalties now because he lost a federal lawsuit. And he paid up. And I agree with what Fat Joe said. Fat Joe not only did he invest money, but time and resources into Big Pun, so he was entitled to receive receive compensation. Plus, that's their battle to go through. You know, the Punza State and Fat Joe, so they have to settle that on their own. So I never held that against Joe. Against Diddy, yes,
That was different.
without a question, and it was a different situation.
So what you're saying is you think Fat Joe was snitching on the murder trial?
I don't think so.
I want you to say that because
wait. I don't think so. First of all, I didn't see.
Allegedly.
I didn't see the paperwork till 5 minutes.
Crazy is set up.
No.
I want you to say it.
I didn't see the
because
paperwork.
I saw it too. I looked at the like what people posted online.
Yeah, so I didn't see the paperwork
it
till
looks like a police report. Like I could do that shit on
Craze and I
Word.
have seen a lot of police reports.
That's what I do. It didn't have an arrest number.
It didn't have an arrest number.
It didn't have
the exhibit looks correct, but the number could be fake.
You guys have seen a lot of police reports?
Nah, because he works. He's not a criminal. He works, related.
The DOC number looks real and all that stuff, but it doesn't look like I don't know.
Rick's an informant, so he knows.
Yeah.
He know if it's real. He know if it's fake.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
No, I just questioned the validity of the paperwork. Like it looked like
that's how.
Okay.
That's how I felt like. I felt like that shit supposedly happened like fucking 20 years ago, and so like, why would that fucking piece of paper be available now in 2021
and
not
also,
in 2020, not in 2015?
The paperwork looks like the paperwork now, not the paperwork.
Exactly. So it's a little suspect to me.
When I saw the report, first of all, the paperwork now is like it's typed. Paperwork back then was handwritten. So if there was a paperwork back then, it would have been like handwritten.
Got you.
But it got me a little nervous when I seen Joe up there for 53 minutes.
I think it was handwritten though. Hold up, because I feel like I remember it being handwritten. It just looked like
the pedigree information was typed in, and that would also be
that's true.
into. So,
but it just looked like somebody wrote that like recently, bro. Like I don't know.
So that's
us.
That's the culture versus vulture news of the day.
That's what it was. Oh man.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's what it was. It was late.
You're crazy.
Nah, I feel you. Yo, that I'm gonna be honest with you. Anybody
in your eyes, is he for the culture or is he a vulture?
I always say Fat Joe is for the culture.
Fat Joe is for the culture.
Always.
100%.
Always.
I agree.
Whatever our difference is, and I love Cuban Link too, but I don't know. I think
so.
that
Here's my opinion on that piece too. Shit happened over 20-something years ago. Fat Joe is not really talking about it, or I'm talking about Cuban and Fat at this point. You think to a point where Cuban Link will be like, yo, forget this, whatever. I understand he got blackballed and he went through a lot. But at a certain point, you got to let go of things like that. Like I would be mad at Craze for my entire life if we went through things like that.
Facts.
So at a certain point, you got to move on. Like Fat Joe had an issue with Tony Sunshine. Guess what? They moved on. They're cool again. He had an issue with Remy Ma. Remy Ma wasn't on the label. Guess what? They're cool again. So it brings me to that point. Like at this point is now Cuban that's in the wrong because he's keeping the shit up. And his Instagram is just all about going at Fat Joe.
It's a lot of effort, right? It's a lot of energy going towards the wrong things.
Yeah, that energy.
While Fat Joe is here, like, yo, price went up.
Yo.
I mean, if you just culture versus vulture. So his contribution to the culture, just look at it. I'm from New York.
Yo, he did a song with my boy Ashanti, so he get to pass.
Ashanti.
Yo, she played for his birthday celebration. That outfit was killer.
Yo,
just lean back alone.
Feel that.
When don't she? Ashanti is the baddest.
That's true. That is true.
Baddest in the game.
Chris Boogie's in love with Ashanti.
I love you.
How did you feel about the Keisha Cole and
That's breaking news, Rick?
Ashanti versus thing?
You know what? I grew up with Keisha Cole and I really love her powerful voice. But honestly, I had to give it to Ashanti because she's also a writer and she's behind a lot of different hits. So I was like, you know what? Let me go with Ashanti. Like, I know she doesn't have such a strong voice as Keisha, but I was like, you know what? Ashanti.
I didn't like any verses but Dipset versus the Locks.
Oh yeah.
and I you know what it is? They haven't done it. I think they did that right. They had it like at a theater. They had people there.
That's
They were-
true. I
they
think
were on the
I
same
like the vibe
stage.
on it.
The whole presence was dope, and even though they got slaughtered by Jadakiss in one freestyle,
I like the one with Jeezy.
That was a good one
Jeezy,
too.
that one
There was
was
a lot
good
of drama
too.
in that one too.
Because of the backstory behind that, like to get those two people in the stage, and then one was being whatever, and the other one had a class act and was there for the culture, like.
That was like Ashanti and Tisha.
To be able to see that, yeah.
I feel like Ashanti was more.
No, but that one, that one was real beef. Like people died.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we could do a Latino versus,
who?
I'm asking you guys.
Oh,
Prince Royce. Yeah, like who would you pick? That's a great question.
Prince Royce don't compare to Romeo.
All right, right. I would pick him because I knew we had that in the bag.
What category are we talking about?
So I put up a post recently.
Latino's not a category, bro. There's mad.
It's not a category, but I said we could have Romeo battle Mark Anthony. I mean, it's two different genres. I get it, but
nah, that's gonna be tough.
It's not gonna be tough. Romeo could come in, he could do a song, boom, and Mark's like, "All right, you want to do that song?" And then Mark drops a song.
Nah, I feel like it gotta be bachata, like Romeo and Santos.
All right, so let's do this. Bachata, crazy.
Or Anthony Santos versus Raulín.
I would watch that.
Okay.
Okay.
I would watch that. But let's
it also has to be like same era to be able to like match.
Yeah.
Because you do Romeo and Anthony Santos. Romeo is like the generation.
Romeo versus
like throwback.
Nobody can compete with Romeo.
That's the issue. And he doesn't even have a contemporary in the same around time. So.
You don't. I would say maybe Prince Royce, maybe.
He's even made songs with like throwback bachateros, and that shit is still fire.
Fire.
There's nobody that's fucking. And Mark Anthony's in the same lane too. There's no salsero that you could put against Mark Anthony.
I mean, you could put Jerry Rivera next to him.
No.
Oscar de Leon? No.
Wait, no. What? Wait, what?
Oscar de Leon.
You don't think?
You're talking about
Mark? Oscar de Leon is dope. But you don't think?
No. You're talking about Mark Anthony. You got to think of all his hits, right? And think
of Puentes, Tito Rojas.
Nobody, they'll get roasted by Mark. And they're not in his contemporaries. So they're not in the same like Jerry Rivera was a little bit before Mark.
Or does it have to be one-on-one? Can it be like a band versus one? No.
Fernandito versus Juan Luis Guerra.
Oh, Juan Luis Guerra.
Juan Luis Guerra
will get roasted in that. Ruben Blades. Yeah, you can't put Ruben Blades with nah.
Okay.
So Mark look, Crazy looking it up. Looking it up.
We get Spanish Rick, we get singing Rick. What's going on?
So
we love it here.
What about bands? Like, give me two. Let's talk
bands.
Yeah.
What, like salsa? Chiquito Timban is a good band.
I don't know much about salsa.
Oh, Gillo Sarante is also good.
That's Crazy's boy.
I like Gillo. Yeah,
he's good, and he his voice.
Well, the thing is, the shit about Chiquito Timban is I don't think they got a catalog, bro. I don't think they got enough songs to do a versus. Like they got maybe 3 hits. They don't got like hits like that. You know,
they have a nice catalog. I think they have like 2-3 albums. I mean, I used to do salsa and like perform salsa, so I know what I'm talking about a little bit.
Who's me?
And that's like what we used to play, like throwback. You know,
So let's do this.
Yo, give me 4 Chiquito Timban songs right now, and I'll believe it.
I'll believe it. Damn, off the top, that's tough.
Off the dome, what's up? You said the album. You know what you're talking about. What's up? 3 of them.
I know about my salsa music. The rest, nah, but you know.
Okay, I'll give you one. La llamada de mi ex. What's the other one? The other 2.
Oh, that's Chiquito Timban?
Isn't it?
Damn.
I think that.
Hell yeah, it's Chiquito Timban.
Oh, okay. Damn, I don't know.
Why you got me questioning it? Hold on. Let me
wow, Crazy goes back to his Google.
Google time.
Let's go. and deal with.
Yeah, that is. La llamada de mies is Chiquito Timbán.
I love that pick.
It's time for the Bronx alderman to return.
Wait, we got Bronx news, or I need to certify somebody.
I mean, Steph and Natasha are from the Bronx, right?
That's good. They're Bronx certified.
So we're doing double segments today.
Yes, let's do it.
The House of Tea is also a good one.
A Llorar Otra Parte is also a good Chiquito Timbán song.
So in the Bronx news today, they rescued the wildlife.
First of all,
an 11-month-old cougar that weighed 80 pounds out of a Bronx apartment that was being maintained as a pet.
Oh, that kind of cougar. I was like, 80-pound cougar.
Yeah, no.
Whose grandma?
My brain went
Whose
left.
grandma are we
like,
talking about right now? No.
Here I am, innocent, thinking it was an actual animal cougar. And I'm like,
I'm like, what?
Oh, y'all got time.
Yeah.
Yes, a cougar. Have you seen a cougar, Craze?
Yeah, there's a couple cougars in my building.
Like the animal.
He said that animal. He said there's a couple.
Yeah, bro, I live right by the Bronx Zoo, bro. What's up? Of course.
So the name of the cougar was Sasha. She was rescued from a Bronx home. 80-pound cougar, 11 months old. What is going on with the Bronx today? Like, who would want to keep a cougar as a pet?
Why not? You got to protect yourself sometimes.
Why not?
So we have 3 people from the Bronx here, Craze, Natasha, and Stephany. Please defend your fellow Bronxite on having a cougar as a pet.
That's one. Protection is important. It's tough out here. If you've never
It's hard out here.
And out of the streets, all right? Because the cougar could protect you in and out of the streets. That's
better
important.
than a pit. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
You never know. They might be cuddly. You can.
That's true. They got like
there's some
moments sometimes. They're not always aggressive. That's important.
You guys are making terrible points.
You get the best of both worlds. I really don't see the issue, really, except for the whole animal control thing. That's the issue.
It's a cat. Rick, you got a cat in your fucking crib?
I got a cat, not a fucking cougar.
It's 80 pounds. How much Max weighs?
Max weighs like 25 pound. He's a
right.
small little cat.
That's a big cat.
That's a big cat.
Bro, do not compare my cat to a 80-pound cougar.
Nah. Yo, I would never compare Max to that. Max ain't about it like that.
He's not going to eat your face. Like
Max would never survive in the fucking Bronx.
He would not. But that cougar didn't survive in the Bronx because he was in the apartment the whole time.
That's why you gotta get a cougar so they can survive in the Bronx.
Yeah, he was thriving. They just being nosy, bro.
Anybody who's watching the episode right now. By the way, if you want to see Sasha the cougar, she's in the Bronx Zoo now.
Okay.
Her name is Sasha?
Sasha.
Sasha.
Yeah, that's a cougar.
Would you keep a cougar as a pet?
Leave it in the comments, y'all. Wow. I think I'm just afraid of animals in general.
You're afraid of animals in general?
Yeah. I don't really do pets.
Yeah.
So
did you know, this is also a fun fact that we share on our pod, but did you know that the cougar is known by many names, including mountain lion, puma, cougar, and panda?
Hell yeah.
They're all the same.
Word.
Oh shoot, I didn't know that. I'm here thinking it's all different cats.
And how about this fun fact? Did you know that most of the cougars in the Bronx are Puerto Rican?
I believe it. I don't even gotta look for it. I don't gotta Google it. I believe it.
From one fellow Bronx to the next.
It's a fact.
Crazy. I think it's the
look at Rick Googling it.
Certify these 2 young ladies.
Nah, I didn't bring my materials. They get certified anyway. They live by Yankee Stadium. They don't need any certification from me.
No,
we gotta go to a game, even though if y'all support
Sir Craze, the Bronx alderman.
I mean, I am the Bronx alderman. I only got one question for y'all.
Yeah.
If y'all answer this question correctly,
you're from the
I'll make it easy.
Okay.
I'll make it very easy for y'all. So I'll make it a multiple choice question. I've asked this question on this podcast before.
Thank you.
When in doubt, you see.
See? So I think I've asked this question on the podcast before.
Don't make it see.
¿Cómo?
Don't make it C.
Don't make it what? I don't understand what you're saying, bro.
She said, when in doubt, you choose C. Like C is the answer.
I see. All right. Look, I can't find a question right now, but I'll make this one easy. So, name the designer, fashion designer, born in the Bronx. Famous fashion designer. A. Virgil Abloh. B. Martha Stewart. C. Ralph Lauren. D. Versace. From the Bronx.
From the Bronx.
Born in the Bronx.
Born in the Bronx. Can I Google
Not
it?
Martha Stewart.
What was that?
It's not Martha Stewart.
Okay.
I don't think it's Versace either.
That's a good guess.
So what is it, Virgil or Ralph Lauren? Damn, Virgil. He's an architect too. He's not just a designer.
Ooh.
Let me Google that.
No, he is.
That's tough.
Damn, Natasha, you not gonna help me out? Like, or we gotta I choose
Yo,
an answer, or we collectively choose an answer.
I can choose. Yeah, I'll give y'all each.
And this is an easy question.
This is the easiest one.
Yeah, so you choose A, Natasha. I'm gonna choose B. B is
And it's not
B is
Versace.
Ralph
Not
Lauren,
Versace.
right?
It's
B
not
is Ralph
Martha- it's
Lauren.
not Martha
B is
Stewart.
Virgil. So
Ralph
Natasha
Lauren?
chooses Virgil. One of us gotta be right, boo. And I'll go with
What was
Ralph.
that final answer? Ralph?
Virgil and Ralph.
Nah, y'all gotta pick one.
Oh, so now we collectively gotta pick one.
So
So that means one of us
Stephany,
is right, Natasha.
Stephany, you are Bronx certified as Ralph Lauren. He's born in the Bronx.
Oh, C. That was C, no?
No, that
He
was
went to Dewitt Clinton High School. But just because y'all got it half right, I'm gonna half certify y'all. Y'all certified. Y'all
You can have it half right.
Y'all Bronx.
Statistics and analysis, you know.
Natasha, you could claim your Bronx right now. What famous singer is buried in Woodlawn?
In Woodlawn Cemetery. I'll give you another. That's multiple choice. I'll give it to you again. Look, famous singer buried in Woodlawn.
Celia Cruz.
What was that?
I said Celia Cruz. Oh,
hey,
it was for Natasha.
that's all right.
We are a team.
You're right.
That was a collective answer.
You're right. Y'all both have been Bronx certified. Rick.
Thank you.
Yes.
Even though I answered nothing.
But do you know why? Do you know why she's buried here?
If you want to give us that, you're full of facts. You are full of facts. You want to give us that?
True.
I
learned a lot today.
I think she was buried here because at the time, like, you know, Fidel was in power and you couldn't really go to Cuba. Like, once you left Cuba, you weren't allowed back. So, like, her parents ended up dying over there. She wasn't allowed to go to the funeral or any of that because she wasn't allowed back into her own country. So even after death, she still wasn't allowed back into her own country.
If that's the case, she should have been married in Miami, though. So I don't think I'll give you the reason.
Okay.
I'll give you the reason, and I'll look it up. But I got a treat for you guys.
Bet.
We love treats.
Eli Jas.
Woo! Yo, this is one of my favorite segments of the show, man.
I love Craze. He be hyping me up.
This is the best.
Cards for you guys.
The best thing Rick ever did.
So I like doing oracle cards because it's a lot. It's better, a lighter energy. So it's more positive. It's not like the tarot. So this is my tarot deck. Let me just show y'all real quick.
What's the difference between tarot and oracle?
So tarot is made up of the major arcana and the minor arcana, and it gets into details. Like, let's say if you're gonna pull out like the devil card, that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It's actually meaning a new beginning. Like, it gets into depth, and there's like 52 cards. Okay. So oracle decks, they're kind of specific to, they have their own energy basically. So this one is called the Super Attractor. I don't know. I have a bunch. I need to show you.
We need that. You chose it.
Right? This is so beautiful. This is one of my favorites. But for some reason today, I was called to use the fairy deck. So it's called Oracle of the Fairies. Ooh. So yeah, it's gonna be really dope. So
that's a special one.
Yeah, no, Crazy was like, you didn't use that for me. I gotta use the dragon deck for you. That one was dope. So I got 3 cards from each deck, and let me tell you, like some of them were falling on the floor. That's why you guys saw me down here. I was like, okay, like so. What I really love about this, though, is that you guys got off the bat moon energy. And I believe that there's something going on with the moon. Oh. There's going to be like a full moon, or there's like a transition going on. What it says is surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that the peace of mind is possible. So funny enough that came up because it says that there's a celebration coming for you guys. Like you guys are going to be celebrating your manifestations, your life energy as well. It says this happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. So I love that. I feel like you guys are going to get like a new start when it comes to your business. That's what I asked for specifically because I wanted you guys to feel like, encouraged and powerful within these next few steps that you guys are going to take.
Oh, we do. Oh,
right? Yeah. We got 3 more. We got 3 more from the super attractor. Yeah. No, this is why I like the deck. I like the different decks. I have so many girls. Like, forget it. I'm gonna bring them when I come onto your show. So funny enough, how this correlates with the other cards. It says, "I release time and let the universe show me what to do." This is beautiful. Just the fact that you need to just trust the fact that you're on, a good alignment with your purpose, right? And I've been going through that shit too, to be honest with you. This one, I am kind and loving towards others while creating clear boundaries and that protects my good feeling emotions. Boundaries have been coming up a lot for me personally lately, where it's like, sometimes you can't make everybody happy. So when you're on this path, I would suggest for you guys to just make sure that you're filling your own cup first before you move forward with anything else. I feel like a lot of people are going to be kind of, like when you meet different people, you got to kind of cleanse yourself after the day. Just make sure that you're doing that and reclaiming your energy at the end of every day. And this one was so beautiful. Check this out. True manifestations are powered by service and love. I love this. So basically, I feel like this is a great sum up of what you girls are doing. I feel like you guys are bringing the collective together. You guys are doing something beautiful for us to just, we're supposed to be a community. And I feel like us doing this and us collaborating, this is something that you do effortlessly. And it's just kind of allowing you to be yourselves and to make sure that you're, aligned yourself before you're helping other people as well, because you need to fill your own cup. And yeah, I think that was basically it. I really
this was so fun. Wow, this is awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, it was very positive. It was so beautiful. So yeah, that's what the cards say today for you girls.
Wow, thanks so much.
Positive energy.
On 100,000, baby. Yes.
100,000.
So
I love it.
Now that you guys ran through that segment, how did you feel about your reading?
I agreed with every single one of them.
Right. No questions here.
Leave me on point.
Thank you.
Definitely like the filling your cup first, and then so you can bring.
I feel like a lot of stuff is gonna come for you guys. I feel like there's gonna be more projects, more interviews that you girls are gonna do. There's more stuff, and you gotta be, focus on yourselves and make sure that your own cup is filled before you move forward. Because I feel like that's so easy to get burned out. So you don't want to get burned out. So yeah, take care of you first, and everything else is gonna align. It's gonna be beautiful.
Oh, thanks so much. Yo, now we gotta have y'all back on the pod, like all three of y'all. Bring Rebel, whoever else wants to come, we gotta do it. But yeah, that's definitely something we've been working on because we went to like the chiropractor the other way, like last week or 2 weeks ago. We were like, yo, let's schedule this treatment for us.
There we go. I'm
back,
sorry.
our neck, we
Rig,
it was like Inception. Did you peep that?
Yeah, there was something going on there.
Why'd you
I'm trying to keep going.
Man, just relax. I got it.
I'm trying to keep going here, go with the flow. But yeah,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was gonna share a video of you guys. Of your pod, but whatever.
Not just go tell people to watch. Go watch whatever one you want to click on. But yeah, we definitely we have goals, business wise and personally that we write down. We achieve every week. We're like, all right, we're closer to this, closer to that.
Manifesting.
Yeah. So sometimes we have meetings It can be an intertwined meeting about our personal life and also that relates to business, whether it's finances or content, like, and all that stuff. So we definitely try to
and sometimes
fill
a
our
fucking
cup.
vacation because
yeah,
the podcast plus work, like, because we both work.
Yeah, it's not.
And aside from a social life, like, you need a vacation. And we tend to have like a little meeting about that too. We're like, yo,
you got
so when is the next vacation? And what are we gonna do today?
Make it a good one.
Let me know when we out to Vegas.
Vegas. Why would you want to go to Vegas?
Rick doesn't go on vacation with me. I have like other friends that I go on vacation
with. Wait, but you guys have never gone on vacation?
I like that comment too.
So, no, we haven't gone on vacation together.
Never.
Yes.
Why not? After all these years, that's crazy.
That's Rick. I'm gone with my other friends.
I'm married. I just had a baby, and I'm about to have another baby.
So the baby part,
that's important. That's important.
I understand. But like the fact that you're married.
What about before all of that?
Hold on a second. So let me explain. So let's say I'm having a daughter in February. So like, let's say maybe a year after my daughter is born, I'll be able to like maybe take a trip, you know.
Yo, Uptown Live vacation trip next summer, July. What's up?
Uptown Live. She'll
Let's
be
go.
We need her there.
DR, Villa and DR. What's up?
If you pay for the villa,
Uptown Live.
I'll go to any vacation.
Fuck that. Yeah,
I'll go to any vacation Crazy is paying for. So yeah, if he's paying for Villa and DR,
yes, we're staying.
We out there.
Even I'll pay for it. Rick ain't coming.
Crazy.
Wait, but is that true, Craze, that you have like, you know, friends for, you know, different vacations, for example?
No, it's the same circle of friends. It's just I'm not able to go.
Rick is the only one. Like, so my friends.
First of all, he's just making this whole beef because he went to DR on my son's birthday. First of all, it's his first birthday. So
that's messed up. No.
Like,
that's on you. That's on you. No. That's on you. No.
It was my listen. It was my grandfather's 99th birthday.
That's different, Rick.
That same weekend.
So what do you want me to do? Is my
don't both then y'all
first
both
birthday.
good. Y'all both good.
Yeah, y'all both good. How come it didn't happen before? Like before the whole marriage, babies, and all that stuff. How come it didn't happen before?
Listen, me and Craze have lived a crazy life.
Yeah, we have lived like 3.
He's got like
the plot thickens.
A 13-year-old son. Eli's gonna be 13 or 14.
Bro, October. Don't even. I'm gonna tell him you said that shit. Eli's about to be 15 years old.
15 years old in October. So,
wait, whose kid is that?
Craze's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with anything that Rick is talking about. But I could go on vacation. Rick can't. So if y'all want to do a vacation, we all go on vacation.
He said,
okay. Let's go. Rick is not gonna go.
We had Los Vibes podcast on our show one time, and one of the girls, Denise, like when we went to Miami, she's like, "Oh, I'm in Miami too." I was like, "Great!" So like we linked up when we were in Miami. We've definitely done like, you know, podcast friends. Let's link for a vacation. So right now, just let us know.
Crazy renting a villa in DR in July. So
we in this? Yep.
New segment today on the Rick A Show is premiering right now.
New segment.
I'm gonna turn my camera off.
Raving rants. New segment, brand new.
Wait, is this like an onomatopoeia or something? When all words start with the same letter?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
I'm
out here, y'all.
So my question is, why do people still play the lotto? Hold on. I was online waiting to purchase milk.
We was ready. I'm sorry.
Tell him. I want y'all to tell him.
Waiting to purchase milk for my son. When this lady pulls out a Bible of numbers. A Bible of numbers.
A Bible?
Yes. It was like 647.
Switch,
box, straight, box, 7-5, 8-6, straight, box. Hold on. And this is pick 3 and pick 4. It's played twice a day. It's played in the midday and the evening. Why do people still play the lotto? That's my question.
That's a good question. I never played that shit.
I think hope. You know,
never lose hope. That's the last thing you should lose. That's right.
Look at Rick.
His eyes.
So
that's important. Hope is important.
Here's my follow-up. In 2010, I worked in a deli, and they had lotto machines there. There was this poor man who was 75 years old. He came in every day, and he had, I think it was 60 different numbers, 60 different combination of numbers. He played it twice a day. His bill was always $86. So 86 times 2. Craze was 86 times 2.
I don't know, man. 176.
176. Now times that by
like 172.
Now times that by 365.
Oh, I don't know, bro. Come on.
Please.
A lot.
Yeah, but if you win,
62,780.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
So thank you, Stephany. Help me out with this one. The man you mentioned winning, right? He won once. And what did he win? $85.
That's it. Oh.
But the lesson of all this is that he had hope. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people don't have it nowadays, and that's an important thing to have in order to, you know, wake up every day and, you know, live your best life and, you know,
and win the lotto si Dios quiere, you know.
Exactly.
I hope.
Well, honestly, my grandma used to play, and she actually won once.
She won 85.
She didn't win 85. She actually won more.
Oh.
But it wasn't like, she didn't win like millions. She won
but how many times has your grandma played? I mean, somebody wrote Diablo Viejas need their fix.
We need
a lot of fix. Yeah, you know, it's this.
But you know what else I think it is? Like,
I think it's an addiction.
A lot of people don't do the math accurately, and like when you see what you put into playing the lottos versus like you putting that for a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA or like investing or your savings, like in a high yield savings account. When you do those numbers compared to like the lotto numbers, you get more like a return on investment. But a lot of people don't really understand that because that came in, you know, probably after the 80s or around like Warren Buffett's time, which today's his birthday or yesterday was his birthday. But anyway,
you know a lot of people's birthdays.
That's really important to me. I don't know why, but like if you tell me your birthday once, I'll remember.
She don't remember
nothing
else, but she remember. I remember nothing else.
I don't remember what I had for breakfast, but if
Craze,
you
September 22nd. Craze, September 22nd.
Yo, my birthday's coming up.
9/22.
Virgo season, baby.
What about you?
The shit is broke.
Oh, I'm June 28th. Cancer.
June 28th. Oh, nice. Pisces.
Aries.
So we're water signs. What about you, Rick?
June 12th, Gemini.
Gemini.
Somebody said $1 in a dream. So yeah, $1 in a dream. But that dollar, there ain't no dream.
$86, bro. I mean, I don't know.
No, what if you win $1 million?
Then $1 million is okay.
But who?
You don't know unless you do it.
It still doesn't equate to the amount of money that you've put
that
into
you invest. Yeah,
a
lot of people don't do on that.
Oh, no.
Sometimes when you get it all at once, it's better than saving it.
I think it's an addiction. Yo.
It is.
It could be.
It is.
Cause like my family, like we got like lotto addicts, and it's like
gotta play that in DR, which is like levels to this. Like they do quiniera palés, and then they do like and it's wild out here, and they like win in pesos, but they be high. They be high even if they don't.
Yo,
they don't win, they be high.
I thought Rick froze. He's like, wow.
So my point is this: we need to take care of our elders.
But Rick, if that's their only joy in life, who am I to take that away from them?
Make sure that SSI check goes to other things. Be more creative with what they're doing to, you know, my grandmother, she loves the scratch offs, but she doesn't like spend, you know, what was the number, Crazy? 100, what is it? 86?
172 times, what is it?
No, 86 times 7. No, 86 times 2.
What the fuck, Matthew?
Yeah, 86 times 2, 172 times, what was it? It was like 68,000.
No, 172 times 7.
Times 7?
Yeah, 7 days out the week.
Oh, 1,204.
That's what that man is spending on lotto on a week.
Some people spend that on the casinos.
Nah, they need to take his fucking debit card away from him, bro.
Facts.
And I'm using him as an example, but while I worked in that deli, we have 6 regulars that came in with the same. it got to the point where when I saw him coming into the door, I automatically started punching.
Like,
Yeah.
you want the 6, the 13.
I mean, I truly think that shit's an addiction, but I also don't judge people for that because I feel like I spend mad money on fucking weed all the time. So
yeah, but that's different. You're getting something out of it, Crazy. You're not getting.
They getting some kind of enjoyment out of it. I guess
It's medicine.
You believe in like when people say sueña about somebody and they're like, "Yo, when was your birthday? Let me play that real quick." Porque yo me estoy contigo.
Yeah, but that's different. That's a different play, you know.
Right?
What is the difference?
That's just
Like,
a single.
you know what she's talking about.
That's a single play, you know. Like when the lottos, I have a rule, right? When the Mega Millions or the Powerball's over 350 million, I'm like, yo, it'd be crazy if I don't put $2 in. But I only put $2 in. I'm not gonna, you know, and it got to be an outrageous amount of money.
They ain't getting my fucking $2. Fuck out of here.
You could do a lot with $2.
Because I do it in the office.
Like in an office pool, yeah, I'll do it. I'm not gonna be the asshole that doesn't put up like $5 or whatever.
Yeah, in the office pool. And chances are higher of winning the lotto when you do office pools. If you do
I've never played like the lotto or scratch, none of that. Like, I
like individually, no. If like that, like what Rick is talking about, like we worked at one time when we worked at PAL, it was like a huge pot, and they went around. Everybody's like, "Yo, $5, we're all gonna go in."
Yeah, my job tried to do that too, and I was like, "No."
Oh, you guys used to work there?
I don't know.
Oh, we got
man,
stories.
we've lived.
We got stories. So to me, the lotto and cigarettes are the two ugliest habits. And I'm not judging people, but that's my rant today. Cigarettes will.
That sounded pretty judging.
No, it's a lesson to tell the people.
He said it's a lesson.
Take care of your elders. Take them to bingo. Bingo's a lot healthier. They get a lot more excitement. And
yeah,
the chances.
Bingo.
What do you think about the casinos? Some of them spend their whole checks on casinos. It's kind of like
I think it's the same fucking thing, bro.
They get a lot of joy out of it.
You know, but that's true. A lot of people like I like going to casinos. I don't mind. I don't gamble.
I didn't understand it. I was like in the penny machine, and like I kept losing pennies, and I'm like, nah, this ain't for me. Like I don't know how to play this. Like, I'm done. I was like, I'm not playing. And my mom was like, girl, you still got like $10 left. Go play that. I'm like, no, man, I'm taking these $10 home.
The chances of you winning the lotto versus the chances of you winning in a casino.
You can hit something in a casino.
So that's fine.
I don't find the thrill of it. Like I'd rather just keep my change. I like going like, you know, when the bartenders and them be passing, I'm like, oh, can I get one?
Yeah,
something starts getting addicted.
That's the good thing about like places like that. Like I don't know about AC, but Vegas, you drink for free.
Yeah,
me too. In Atlantic City too.
Atlantic City as well. Okay. So I want to thank Stephany and Natasha for being on the podcast.
Yes, thank you. You girls are amazing.
Thank you so
much for having us. We gotta have y'all back. Keep doing what y'all doing. You know, whether it's virtually. How come you guys don't do it on the set anymore?
We'll be back.
Can't wait. We'll tune in. Can't wait. Yo, everybody who's listening, watching, tune into that. Stay tuned. They got mad, episodes coming out every day.
Different shows.
Also, the moral of the story is: if the baby's not yours, you are responsible.
Yo.
I'm just playing.
No,
I still can't believe that.
A lot of like elder women, like grandmas, great grandmas, who like their husband will come in with a kid that was theirs, and they'd be like, "Yo, raise them," and they'd be like, "Bet." But also, they didn't have an education. The women, they didn't have freedom of speech. They didn't get their own coin, so they were like, I gotta raise this kid. So to them, it might be like, "Yeah, this is not my kid. I'll raise him though." But now,
the answer for me and Craze is still no.
So no, heard it. Okay.
Craze and Rick, it's a must. Okay. It is a must.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you guys for being on.
Don't cancel me. I was kidding.
Follow them on Instagram. Is Talk Your Shit Pod. Subscribe to their podcast. If you spell Talk Your, shit is SH.
No, I will not.
What?
I was talking about my old folks from the younger generation who had no education as a woman, who didn't really have,
Oh yeah, follow us on all the social.
Y'all heard it here first. Stephany says she will raise her man's illegitimate child.
Stephany did say that.
I said that there have been women, elderly women, who had no choice but to be like, I'll raise them.
Bring all those kids to Stephany. She'll raise them. We'll see you guys next week at 8
I'm the
o'clock.
cool aunt.
Peace out.
I forgot what my theme song is. Here we go.
Yeah, marvelous. Okay. Yeah, I'm on my Frank Lucas shit. 3-piece suits, Valentino cufflinks, LV shoes. I bring the shorty closer, just enough to feel the gun on the holster. Out on the balcony, feeling on the breeze. City skylines, we're puffing on some trees. Cup of Henny on the rocks with the soda. Maybach, front of the building with the chauffeur. Yeah. And he waiting on me, got umbrella in his hands and my name in the seats. No gift, baby, no thanks, no chinchillas, baby. So what happened to Frank? No phone calls, transactions hand in hand. Give the drugs to Rick, the money to Benny Banks. Talk to Craze and he talks to me. Keep my business out the streets. It's the ART.